Hello everyone, how are you doing? How have you been? Yeah, I'm back again. So today we're going to go back to the beginner's guide in Octodesk sketchbook. This was the part 2 was popularly demanded from my fans, so I feel I should put it out there for them to see. They say they like the basic part of it more than the advanced one that I uploaded. So from now hence I'll start doing like a basic from scratch so that you tag along, you follow along, you kind of learn from the scratch before we go to the advanced level. So what I'm going to be doing would be to put a link in the description box for other videos that will link up to this, so that by the time I go advanced level, if you're just joining us, you have a view of what we have done so far so that you're not left out. So on the part 1 of the Octodesk, I stopped at the test 2. So if you watched part 1 of this video, I would advise test 2. Okay. So we stopped at the test 2. So for this, let me write down something. Oh, see me. Okay, this is it. I can actually use my hand to reduce and work on the size of it. So for the second icon that has the capital letter A and the small letter A, so let's click on it. So you have different font size for it, sans normal, sans bold. So okay, let me bring this stuff down so I can actually see when I'm changing it. That's good. So you see it changes the font, but you only have like 6 options here. Okay, so the next icon is for, I want to change, that's red color, I want to change the color to blue. Okay, let's see. So that's for the color, if you want to change the color of what you're working on. So the next one is to change the shape and the size of it. That's what it is for. Then this is to move it up and down, side and side. So it's just to move it to different positions. So the next is to rotate it. The next one is to rotate it, and when I'm done, I click OK. It's okay. So that's it with it too. So if you've actually selected it 2 already and you still want to adjust something on the test, what you have to do is to go back to your transform to adjust something. If you click on test again, then that means you want to write another different test, not that same particular test. So for this one, I'll go to the transform to, and then from here I can still adjust to any other thing that I want to adjust again. So that's it. Okay, so that's with the test 2. So which other tool do we have here? We have the time lapse tool. This time lapse tool is used for you to record whatever you are doing, record your work. I'm not going to click on it because I don't intend recording right now. I'm already recording with a different app. So that's used for you to record your work. It works perfectly. You can use to record whatever you're doing, but mind you, it doesn't record the stages. Like, it doesn't record the tools that you picked. It doesn't show so much details. It only shows the actual work that you're working on. Like, I have a few, like two of my videos that I used this time lapse to make on YouTube. I use it to make it, so probably I will send that link as well for you to understand what I mean by time lapse. You don't get to see the tools like you're getting to see the tools like this. You don't get to see it. You just get to see the actual work, the processes, the coloring, everything you're doing is showing on the actual work, but the tools you are working with is not showing. So that's what the time lapse is for. Not to make like a full video recording as I'm doing now, but at least to just show like the process of the work. As if you want to record for somebody and you don't want somebody to see the tools that you have worked with, you're a bit stingy about your knowledge, so you can actually work with that. Well, so the next step, I think we're done with that. The second icon, I've explained everything about it. So if you want to know other part of it, I've said it earlier, go and watch the part 1 of this video. I'm just doing a part 2 continuation of the part 1 version of it. So that's it with that. So we are going to the third icon, the tools section. So here we have lots of tools that we are working on. Lots of tools to choose from: pastel, colorless, artist, designer. So you have a variety of tools that you can play with, and you can't use all tools at the same time. It's just you trying to figure out what works for you. Then for the tools, I'm going to do an extensive video on just these tools alone, because you can see there are so many tools to work with here. So I'll do a video of just these tools, and I'm just going to brush through so that you understand what I'm saying. So this basic tool, I normally select a tool from these ones that I work with. This basic is what I majorly work with. Like I may realize a tool here that I really like. Let me see. Let's just show you this color builder, and I want to use it as my basic tools, like what I work with, that I don't have to start scrolling down for. So I kind of take and drag it up. You see, you can drag it up to any position that you want. You can still bring it downwards more to whatever position that probably you feel it should be. Okay, so that's for the library that has different tools. The setting, each tool that you select, you can actually set it, increase the size, decrease the size, increase. Then for the opacity, you can increase the opacity and reduce the opacity. Let me show you what I mean by that. So this is the size is okay. Let me do a smaller size first. Let me change the color so that it's more visible. So look at the smaller size of the ink pen that I choose. So let me increase the size. This is it. Can you see? So let's work on the opacity. This opacity is 100. You have seen how it is very sharp, very bright. So let's reduce the opacity. Let's work with this opacity. So you see how it is. So that's it with the opacity. This opacity, we work with it on when you're working on a sheer fabric that is transparent. So this reducing the opacity is what works for that sheer fabric. So that's it with that's all I'm going to say about these tools. So on my next video, or subsequent one, I would analyze each of these two to explain better what they do and how they function. So for the color, let me clear so that it's not confusing to you. For the colors, yeah, here we have the colors. Lovely. So for the colors, you can actually just run stuff. You can see that the upper part is automatically changing. The second part of the upper part is changing. This first part is for the tools you used before, the color you used before. You know, I was working with blue color 10, so that's what is here. The color you work with last, that's what is on that first icon. Then the second one is the color you are about to select. Probably I chose red, so this inner kite is for me to go through the opacity of that color, the dark tone and the light tone of the color. Sorry, I said opacity. To go through the shade of the color, the light tone of the color, the dark tone. So just to go around the shades of that color, that's what it is for. So hope you're seeing the changes. Hope you're seeing the changes. Dark green, light green. So for this buses here, these are colors that I selected that I really love, that I want to always have quick access to. So you can actually move the colors that you want, just like I explained with the tools, that you can move the tools that you want to work with easily. Like now I've selected this let's see a different color. This is the color that I want, and I want it to be here so I don't have searching for the color all over again. It's tiring. So I don't have to search for the color all over again. I just click it and drag, and there you have it. Voila. So I can actually, even if I change color to red, okay, I think the opacity is still low. Even if I change the color to red, I can come here and just click on that color that I've already chosen, and here you have it. So as I was saying, this is the brush up intensive tutorial on color I would upload later. You have the Copic. Yeah, you can actually, it's arranged for you already. It has the different tones of it already, so you can actually from here and pick the different tones instead of going through the stress of using your hand to go over it. So you can actually click on the Copic, click on any color you want. It gives you the different shades of that color. Make life easier for you, you know. So okay, we are done with the color. So let's see here. This is the layer section. This is layers. Like you can use this plus sign to create new layers. You can click on the layers. It gives you different options for the layers. So this layer is very, I don't know how many very I'll put for you. This layer is very important and paramount. Very important. It can make and break your work. Yes, it's very important. So it's a separate tutorial entirely. No two ways about it. So it's a separate tutorial entirely on how to work with layers. Very importance. Very. So these are for the layers. Then the last icon up here, the first no, the last, first and not the last though. The last icon here is probably you have so many things going on. You just want to see your works. You don't want all these icons showing. You just want to see what you are working on. Your work, just your work. So when you click on this, pam, automatically removes all the tools in the background for you. So you actually get to see your work exactly instead of having all those tools distracting the whole attention. Instead of having the tools distracting the whole attention. So like, let me bring an image that I work with first and show you that gallery. I've talked about this before. Go to part 1 of the video and say it. I'm not saying it again. Yeah. So I just want to pick one I worked with. So on the gallery, I've equally discussed it. I'm not saying it again. Go to the part 1. So simple. So now I was saying that last sorry, it kind of cut while I was recording. So let's get back to work. Okay, so I said I imported a new image for me to show you what I mean. Like, I have my work here, and I don't want you getting distracted by the tools at the upper part. So I click on this last one, and here it is. It automatically removes the tools, so you get to see the work directly. So let's go back. So probably you kind of make a mistake. Okay, I make a mistake by drawing something on my work, like, oh, how am I gonna do about it? How am I going to go back to what it was before, to undo and to redo? So you see this little, at the underneath part, this little circle here, can you see it? Zoom your eyes down, you can actually see it. Yeah, let me click on it. So these are the options that you have. I go back to the left hand side to go back to what I did before, then to the right hand side to do the reverse of it. So that is it. So this also have like a quick access to, you can work with. For this one here, you need to flip the canvas. You see my work automatically shifted to the other side. You see it again, it's used for you to flip the canvas. So this is for you to pick any color of your choice that you already have. Yes, and these two, we equally have it on the color section too. So I'm not gonna tell you now. This is to pick the last color you worked with. The last color, you see I use purple now. This is the previous color. Let me click on it again. See, it takes me to the last color that I worked with. Let's go again. The previous color before this was the purple. You click on it again, it takes you to the last color that you work with. So let's go back. So I think, what have I not explained here? This is to make the color transparent color. So look at it, the color gets transparent. So nothing you're doing that it's showing, it's transparent. So this is for the last brush that you used. The last brush that you used. Let me give a color, sorry. It's still on transparent color. So that's for the last brush that I used. So click on it again. You see the last brush that I used, it will go back to this one. So just like the last color, so this is the last brush that you used. So I think I've touched every surface of this. I have touched everything. I have touched everything. So when you're done, if you want to save your work, when you're done with whatever you're doing, if you want to save your work, you go back to this first icon, you click on your gallery. Then I told you before, but I'm just repeating it again. You have your option save current sketch. Save current sketch as a copy. Discard changes. Discard changes. Okay, so this is it. So thank you for watching. If you've gotten up to this level with me, then I give you a thumbs up. You really tried. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me throughout this whole tutorial. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you, and please kindly subscribe to my channel. Kindly subscribe to my channel. That would really ginger me to get to upload more videos for you and really show you in details. Like if you notice, I don't hide anything. I show you in details. I'm not stingy with it. I give you the details and I break it down for you because I want you to be able to illustrate on your own. But this is digital illustration though. If you're having issues with the manual illustrations, if you're having issues with manual illustrations, let me know. Hit me up on the comment section, talk to me. I listen. I listen to listen directly to the comment section. I'm always there. Like, talk to me, I'll listen. Okay, if it's for me to put out videos that are related to manual illustrations, because you need a manual illustration first before you come up here for the digital aspect. So just talk to me, I'm listening. Let me know if it's for me to like upload videos on manuals and equally digital, so you're here and you're here and you're learning both at the same time. So let me know. Thank you for watching. Till meet again. See you. Love you. Ciao ciao. Take care.